right, now typically I'm not a big proponent of laying a bunch of technical or theoretical information on people, but there are some things that you will hear, run into, read, and one of them is the chromatic scale. And what that is, I wrote out an example here using the thick string, the low E. So this is the nut. This is the string open. This is E. These are your frets going up. So this is the 3rd fret. This is the 5th fret, the 7th. And at the 12th fret, you have what's called the octave. So if you start on E, you have 12 pitches, and then you end on E. So from E to E is the octave. Low E, E 1 octave higher. So in between these 12 frets on guitar or on piano, if you look at a keyboard, they move up in half steps. So the octave is divided into 12 half steps or semi steps. And then they just start over. So it doesn't matter what string you start on. We could start on the 5th string on A, but they go in this order. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So we could start on any of the strings and play a chromatic scale. So if I did this on the thick string, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, sorry, I'm moving a lot here. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Now, not on all guitars, but on a lot of them, you have these fret markers. That is the purpose of the fret marker. And sometimes on the neck at the octave, not on my guitar, but you'll have 2 dots that indicate the octave. So the fret markers are a visual aid to help you stay organized on the fretboard. So in this case, we started on the thick string, went up the octave. These are your frets. It'd be the same if you look at a keyboard, white and black keys next to each other. They go up in half steps. Notice there's a half step between E and F and B and C. The others have sharps and flats. And the next question people ask is usually, why does this fret have 2 names? F sharp and G flat, G sharp and A flat, A sharp and B flat. That's called enharmonic. So it's the same pitch, but it has 2 names. We'll get into that later in the theory stuff, but it's about how those notes function in keys. So just know the thing that's important here is that in Western music, whether it's rock or blues or Beethoven, Mozart, we're talking about dividing the octave up into 12 pitches equally. And the reason that a lot of non-Western music sounds out of tune to us or challenging to listen to is our ears aren't set up for that. From the time we're born, we've been hearing the division of the octave into 12 steps. So Western music is a division of the octave in 12 steps. In non-Western music, this octave could be divided into much smaller spaces. So maybe 56, maybe 48. So now you have all these what's called microtonal, quarter-tonal steps in between. So between E and F, where we counted as a half step, there could be several more pitches in there. So that's why to our ear, it sounds out of tune, because in our culture, in the music that we tend to listen to, we divide the octave equally into 12 half steps. That is called the chromatic scale. One pitch getting 2 names is called an enharmonic. The octave from E to E, A to A, F sharp to F sharp, those are all octaves. that's all I want to cover in this one. In the next video, we'll talk about the major scale, and we'll talk about the pentatonic scale. We'll get into the other theory stuff later, but these couple scales will be important for you to at least understand, because you'll run into them pretty quickly. All right, if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, shane@greenhillsguitarstudio.com. Otherwise, don't think about this too much. Don't get bogged down by it, but just try to have an understanding of it. What an octave is, the equal division in 12 half steps. It's also called semi-steps, and harmonic. We'll see you next time. All right, take care.